Hi everyone, Matt Stuart here with Coldwell Banker Ronan Realty, here to talk to you about the September 2022 market stats. I'm going to go over all the areas that I cover, and at the very end I'm going to give you my takeaway and maybe a little bit of predictions what I think is going to happen through the rest of the fall and into the new year. So as we look over to the Adjala-Tosorontio market, we saw in August the average purchase price was sitting around 1.293. In September, we saw that number jump up by 12.1% to 1.449. We saw inventory levels drop by 15.4% from 26 listings in August to 22 in September. Again, the sales, they stayed relatively the same. There was 10 sales in August, 11 in September. Now, the number that you're looking at in terms of average purchase price, keep in mind Adjala has a lot of large properties. They have a lot of rural properties, there are some estates, and there are some large acreage farm properties. So when one of those do sell, again, there's only been 11 sales in September. So if one of those big properties have sold, it will definitely change the month-over-month numbers, but it's good to see that the prices are starting to go back up. Again, long-term, we have an inventory issue. So I think in the long term for real estate, yes, the rates are higher. Yes, the prices have changed, but in the long term, things are going to continue to go up until the inventory issue is solved. Thanks for tuning in to my market stats for 2022 in September. My takeaway from what we're seeing in the stats from last month, we're starting to see some consistency in the market. Things are starting to balance out as buyers and sellers are both starting to be accustomed to the new normal, which is, again, higher interest rates, inventory levels are starting to increase. But as you've seen through the statistics, some of the markets there, we saw increases in price, we saw decreases in price, we saw increases in inventory, and we saw decreases in inventory. So I want everyone to keep in mind that each market is definitely different. There's some good deals that can be had in this market for buyers, and there's some good sale prices to be taken advantage of from sellers. So if you do have questions about the market in your own specific area, feel free to reach out to me. All my contact details are below. And like my prediction for the fall going into the winter is we're going to see the number of sales start to decline as we get closer to winter, but we're going to see some consistency finally in terms of pricing, which means that for buyers, there's going to be some good deals, and sellers, you're going to start to get some consistency in the numbers in the sales of homes. So that's my takeaway for what's going to happen going into the fall and winter. Thank you again for tuning in. If you have any questions or want to chat about real estate, all my contact details are below. Thanks for tuning in.